brothers and sisters. It is the top of the morning to you, yes. And I've been in my thoughts thinking about some things on how, dude, we have a whole generation that is fucked up. What I mean by that, I mean we have a whole generation that is completely lost right now and they don't know how to be adults, I'm realizing. And I know the reason why. I'm gonna express it to you right now. One, the war on drugs, I know it's got a huge part of this. And how do I mean the war on drugs? Well, self-medication. People have I can speak for myself on this. I have personally self-medicated for so long, and our generation does not have access. We don't have like outlets. We don't have an outlet, and I'm seeing a whole generation completely being burned up right in front of my eyes. And how does that make me feel? Pretty bad right now. Like, what I'm seeing is crazy to see a generation fucked up by social media. Dude, I advise everybody, people need to start getting off social media, because one, we have our perfect imperfections, and people need to realize that. And when you get on social media, you have no idea, you could be completely being targeted and not even, how do I mean targeted? I mean by hackers, an outside source that can completely hack into your life and fuck with your head. And I'm realizing this shit needs to stop, yo. So a friend of mine that I've known, that I grew up with yesterday, he got out of prison. He did 5 years for stealing guns. Now, are people not wondering what has gone wrong with this generation? Like, are people not wondering to themselves what's going on? Like, holy cow, why was this kid stealing guns? Well, I can tell you why I had a gun for a long time and still do. Because I feel that I'm not protected, and that the only way to protect myself is to have a firearm. And this is where I realize now our generation has so much healing to do. Like, if we don't stop this repetitive cycle right now, like, it's going to get, you know how much worse it's going to be into the next generations? We're already into Generation Z, like, and people don't know if they're gay, straight, or like boys or girls. I mean, it's fucking crazy. So I'm thinking to myself this morning, what is the solution to all this? Healing right now is the time that I'm realizing right now, okay? It's not just about healing the planet. It's about healing ourselves. Like, my mentor, shout out to my mentor, pew! He always says, know thyself. Right now, I mean, listen, a lot of people have a healing to do on this earth. I've done my healing. I've done it. Like, I've been through my whole healing experience. But, yo, a lot of people need to heal right now. And, I mean, it's bad. What I'm seeing is bad. So, you get into this repetitive cycle, and people get in and out of jails. This cycle needs to end. It needs to be severed. I mean, this is really sick. It's sick what I'm seeing. So, people are going in and out of jails, right? There is no rehabilitation for this whole generation. There's no rehabilitation. There has to be a solution for all this. What is the solution? Well, it's people need to start listening. There is a solution. There is a way out. My mentor showed me the way out, and that's why I'm here to mentor you through this. Because, man, if I didn't have my mentor, I'd be stuck in bed, depressed as shit, yo. I'd be depressed. We have a whole generation in a state of mind of depression. Who do I blame for this? The government. And what is the solution? The solution, like I said, is to get off Facebook, social media, all that shit. I mean, electronics are not the solution. I can tell you that right now. Phones are not the solution. Mentorship, brotherhood, sistership, mentorship, sistership is the solution. Ooh, butterfly. Butterfly. I'm serious. we really, as a society, need to come together right now and really think about, okay, there are loose ends. There's unfinished business right now that needs to be taken care of. Because what do I mean by loose ends? I mean, in a sense, as a society, we're responsible for each other. Plain and simple, that's how it is. We're responsible for each other. So then when you look at somebody doing bad, it's like, what do you do? Well, I mean, you can't save people. I can't go around saving people, shit, but I'll do anything I can to help somebody. I'll go out of my way. But people need mentors right now. And that's the reason why people really need mentorship. And my God, like, if this goes any deeper, if the global reset button was not pushed and this got deeper, we'd be, dude, we're talking about my generation's messed up. My God. We're talking about, we're turning people into psychotic maniacs, like, and I'm really thinking about it, and it's occurring to me right now, like, holy cow, this generation needs healing, needs mentorship, it needs people like you, people like me to help you through this, my God. Because if I wasn't helped through this, I don't know where I'd be. I'd be on the, I would be a freaking mess, dude. And again, seeing all this, so the repetitive cycle of jails, there needs to be healing. So rehabilitation, I believe, is a huge key right now in all this. A lot of people need rehab. And what do I mean by rehab? I mean, yeah, probably sober up, but they need to go down into themselves. That's why my mentor says, know thyself. Shout out to my mentor again. So I realize I know myself, but a lot of people don't know who they are internally. So if I were to ask somebody right now, if I were to ask you, who are you? If I were to ask you, who are you? Would you be able to tell me? I mean, these are questions that I'm thinking of right now. I could tell you who I am easily. Like, I know who I am. But this and I keep saying generation, I mean from the millennials down, everybody wants the fast way out, like the cake way to walk away and think that they're gonna get away with it. Yo, it's not like that. It's instant so we have a generation that wants instant gratification all the time. But that's not life. That's not how life works. You can't have instant gratification constantly. It's wonderful and all. Instant gratification is a wonderful thing, but yo, that's what this generation wants. I remember I watched something on the television one time, actually, and they were going around and asking kids like what they want to do in universities. That's why universities and homeschooling is like the only way out now, because that's what it is. I just got down to the root of the problem. Schools have fucked this generation up, which means go back to the government. Listen, I grew up in the best school district on this planet, which is Fairfax County, Virginia. It was the #1 school district. And I remember going from Florida to Virginia, and I went up there and I started failing miserably in school because we were actually learning things like history. I remember learning all about ancient Egypt. And I learned so much good stuff, but that's the reason why school is no longer relevant and because you can't trust this. If we can't trust the broken system, what do? We have to fix it ourselves. We need to step up to the plate and literally fix it ourselves and put our kids through homeschooling and teach them the right way, because here's another reason. Our parents weren't there for us. Like, I'm speaking for myself on this one too, and for a lot of people out there, your parents weren't there for you, dude. Yes, your parents weren't there for you. They were absentee parents. So how do you learn from somebody if you don't have the opportunity to learn because they were gone, because they were working? And that's why right now, because they were working, that's right, and right now is a perfect time to heal this generation. It needs healing. It needs healing through, again, mentorship, a lot of love. That's what I mean. A lot of self-love, brothers and sisters. A lot of self-love. People don't love themselves, I'm realizing, and I love myself personally. I love myself. That's why I can get in front of the camera and do what I do. We all have perfect imperfections, and And I'm trying to like get down to the root of this in my head, and I'm having trouble with it, I think. But then it stems to so many things. Our parents not being there, okay? The school system being fucking fucked up, out of whack. The whole system is fractured. This is the reason why we cannot go back to this fucked up government, dude. The government's not here to help anybody. It's ruining people's lives. Anyways, brothers and sisters, the solution is right now is to come together and heal as a society. We need to heal as a society, and that's the reason why COVID-19 is probably the solution for all this. And mentorship, brotherhood, sistership. Like, dude, it's time to heal, my brothers and sisters. It's time to heal. May peace be with you, also with you. And you need to know thyself right now. Well, you have the perfect time to sit down and get to know yourself, because I certainly had the time on my hands to do it. Wow. Brothers and sisters, peace be with you. Oh wait, there's more. That's why we need spiritual leaders right now is the most important thing. I'm not talking about religious leaders, no. Fuck that shit, that's not the way to go right now. Religious, no. No. Spiritual teachers right now need to rise out of the ashes like a phoenix. We need spiritual teachers. That's what we need. Spiritual leaders like Alan Watts, like the Sad Guru, like Ralph's, like my freak now. Yes. That's what it is, man. Spiritual teachers, spiritual leaders is what we need. Plain and simple. People that are able to teach from their experiences, that have the experience to twist the clock back, because we need to turn back time. Obviously go live into the back the way we were prior to all this shit happening, because it seems like our parents knew what was going on. But then we got this whole generation disconnection going on. So spiritual leaders right now is the way. Dude, if you think religion's gonna help, dude, fucking, you got me fucked up, dude. Religion's not gonna help. That's the last thing right now we need. People pastoring people, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Listen, truth is all coming to light right now. I'm not gonna probably, if this doesn't make it to YouTube, probably won't, but shit, dude. That's not the fucking answer. Religion's not the answer. Assertive with this serve that keep me turbulent. Curve a chick when I see this teacher who observing him. Mama bickering about my aim sign. Said if I keep my grades high, then I'm. You might protect you. Dude, look at this, dude. My dog's dead, dude. He was just running circles around me for like. King, you might protect him? He must be. I hear the speaker popping. I think that they have found my thriller in this locker. Now they calling up my mama and my girl outside my motherfucking class with the drama like Jesse. I know you got a lot of things to do, but I wanna see you frequently, and I don't really do like only me and you. Bitch, I'm with my fucking you. Fuck a class and some loosely. Someone pass the doobie and I'm out. Life is but a movie. Yeah, I went to high school. I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school. Ooh, I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school, but I went to school high, nigga. Yeah, I went to high school. I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school. Ooh, I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school, but I went to school high, nigga.
Mr. Caution, wake up! How you doing, bud? Guess what I found? What's this?
It's a science project.
A beaker from science class?
Yeah.
Or a fucking bomb from home? Something funny I should know about? You asshole? Okay.
This is just a science experiment. I just came from science class.
It's a science experiment gone wrong. You have 2 more weeks of detention, you little prick. I'll be taking this.